What's going on, everyone? Back today with another YouTube video, and in this one I'm breaking down why I left Ireland to move to Dubai. It's a question I get asked a lot by people who are also looking to make the same move, wondering if it's the one for them. So I'm going to give my full perspective on it today and how I decided to move there, the benefits of it, my experience so far, so on and so forth. So sit down, take note, especially if you're someone who is interested in moving to Dubai, because genuinely it is one of the best cities in the world. And again, for most people, I think it's a great move, but obviously it may not be for some people, so I'm going to break it down now. My first experience in Dubai was back in October of 2022. I was a full-time personal trainer at the time, but I was being mentored, and that mentor was helping me grow my in-person personal training business, but he was hosting an in-person seminar in Dubai, so I decided to go to that for a week. So once I landed, I quickly had the realization this is a place that I really liked for many reasons. So when I first got there, I was actually staying in the marina where I am right now, and just being exposed to this environment was vastly different to where I grew up, to say the least. So it was kind of my first time in a city like this, so I was just like amazed by it, and it kind of really motivated and inspired me. And I also got upgraded to a penthouse where I was staying, luckily, for whatever reason. Maybe your man fancied me or something, I'm not fully sure. But got upgraded to the penthouse, and again, that was even more exposure to the Dubai lifestyle, which was great. I did a seminar then the next morning after I landed, and even once I got there, seeing the people there, meeting people, even like one of my close friends now, Shamey, I met him there. And just to see people in a similar mindset to me and striving towards the same goals that I was a really big breath of fresh air to me, because not like I'm throwing shade in Ireland, it's the same in most countries, if being honest. If you're kind of doing anything out of the ordinary or pushing business or pushing anything, you're kind of like an outlier, in my opinion, whereas in a place like Dubai, all ambitious people come here. Okay, so it's very inspiring to be around those people. As cliche as it sounds, like you become the person you're surrounded with the most. So again, if you're surrounded with people who are on the same mission as you, striving towards big goals, it's going to rub off on you. So that was a big bonus to me. And then again, the whole week in general, that week was just insane to me. I was training the best gyms in the world, surrounded by good people, seeing constant wealth around the place, and I just knew then this is a place that I wanted to live. And before that, I had no intention, genuinely no intention of moving to Dubai. I just thought I was going to be living in Ireland, open up a gym, because at the time I was a very successful PT. I had staff working for me, things like that. So my game plan was just to open a gym and just reside in Ireland. But this trip to Dubai opened my eyes and made me realise that this is a place I definitely wanted to live. And I then decided I wanted to transition my business online. When I got back from Dubai, then I was back in Ireland, and I just realised that Ireland wasn't the place for me anymore. And I actually texted my mentor at the time, who's hosted that event, that I'm setting a goal within 6 months. I'm going to move to Dubai, move my business fully online, and match the income I'm currently making for PT. Then I'd be happy to make the move. At the time, I was making about 10,000 euros per month through my in-person personal training, so it was doing really well. So those next 6 months then, working towards moving to Dubai, was a slog, if I'm being honest, because again, I was managing staff, I was training clients all day, then trying to push out lots of content, doing my outbound messaging and doing everything it takes to build my online business. Then within those 6 months, I actually ticked off that goal and actually have the messages from my mentor, which I'll share on the screen now, of me saying I'm going to achieve that goal and then actually achieving that goal basically 6 months later. So this is a great example as well of how valuable mentorships can be, because if I wasn't in that mentorship group, I would have never came to that seminar in the first place. I wouldn't have been exposed to Dubai. I wouldn't got into the room with people who are like myself, striving towards these goals, and maybe would have never moved to Dubai. So if there's any lesson in that, what I just said, don't be afraid to invest yourself, because it can literally change your life. So done my 6 months in Ireland, sacrificed a lot, as I said, worked endless hours, and in that time frame as well, I had to drop a lot of my PT clients. So I was dropping my income essentially to focus on building my online gradually. And again, that was something hard for me, because it was a risk, right? Giving up a very successful in-person PT company to transition everything online. But obviously now it was worth it. So 6 months go by, I'm moving to Dubai. I literally decided like a week later, because once I hit that 10K per month through my online business, I was like, okay, I'm moving, it's time. I promised myself I would. So I actually saw a podcast a few weeks before of Jane Spitz saying, you should touch your future. So me being the dickhead that I am, decided to book a business class flight. Again, I was moving to Dubai, there was no better time to do it in terms of exposing myself to my future. And again, that was a great thing that I'd done, because again, it was getting me in the mindset of, getting to Dubai, working my ass off, because that's something I wanted to experience constantly then as well. So gets to Dubai. As soon as I arrived in Dubai then, I just knew straight away it was the place I wanted to be. Okay, I got there, the surroundings I was in, the people I was around, the gyms I was in, I was like, okay, this is the place for me. But again, I didn't get comfortable because I thought I was killing it, right? I was doing 10K per month online, thought I was the big man going around the place. Then I was speaking to other coaches in the gym who were like 20, 21, making 40K per month, 50K per month. So that really lit a fire into my belly to keep progressing my business further. At that stage then as well, I actually hired another mentor, which also helped me scale my business further. So I actually scaled from 10K per month to 30K per month fairly quickly. And again, that was only through me getting to Dubai, being exposed to people doing much better than me, that motivated me to do that. So that's why I went for that. So obviously another huge benefit of moving to Dubai was the tax benefits. Okay, in Ireland, you're paying about 40% income tax compared to 0 in Dubai. Now both places do have corporation tax, and it is slightly lower in Dubai, but the money you're saving on tax is a huge, huge benefit because you're actually keeping most of the money you're making. And for me personally, that money I was keeping wasn't spent on stupid materialistic things. It was spent on me reinvesting into my business to continue to level up and continue to make more money. So should you move to Dubai? If you're an ambitious, goal-getting person, 100% absolutely, you will thrive over here. But if you're someone who isn't that determined, isn't driven, Dubai could really eat you up because again, it's a very expensive place to live. It's very fast paced. So if you're in the mindset of business growth, you're a hard-working individual, then yes, 100% Dubai could be the place for you. And again, I'm living proof of that. If I didn't move to Dubai, I wouldn't have got as far as I am now, and I will continue to go further. But again, if you're someone who doesn't work well under pressure, isn't a go-getter, isn't hard-working, it may not be the place for you. Hope you took some value from that video and helped you make a decision of whether you'd like to move to Dubai or another city like it. If you do need help, okay, I'd love to support you. I've helped many people like you watching right now move country, achieving location freedom. For example, my client Molly, she's an in-person PT only a few months ago, earning between 1 and 2K per month. She's now earning roughly €15,000 per month, living her dream life in Australia. So I'm here to help. If you want to have a chat with me, feel free to comment below or DM me over on Instagram. I'll leave the link to that in the description. We can have a chat and help you get to your goal of achieving location freedom and living in a great city like Dubai and continue to level up.